Hi everybody, it's Friday, which means if you're old enough, it's time to enjoy a nice refreshing beverage and think about how good the week was, but how great the weekend's going to be. Today, we are making margarita. Now, I've never made margarita before, and I didn't even like margaritas until quite recently. My wife made me one, and it was really good. So, let's begin. Actually, before I begin, let me just say that I've been listening to you guys. There were quite a few people in the comments who got really quite aggressive in the comments about how bad I was at making cocktails. The whole point of me doing these things is that I'm just trying to broaden my horizons and try new things. I usually just drink gin, occasionally a whiskey, so I'm trying new drinks. I'm not an expert at making cocktails, but this is kind of part of the fun of it. However, I listened to your input and I've upgraded my kit. Look, I've got all like nice rose goldy, coppery bits and bobs here. I've even got the little pourer doodah, and I've just got like, you know, I'm thinking about it now, so let's do it, shall we? Here's what you're gonna need to make yourself a margarita. You need some tequila, you need some Cointreau, you're gonna need some salt, and also a plate or some sort of flat surface for your salt, I'll get to that in a second, and then a ton of lime. Also, you need to get yourself a nice short glass, but it's got to be chilled first, so to the fridge. So last weekend we had a party, and margaritas were one of the drinks at the party. My wife spent a good time squeezing 50 limes. So I've actually done a bit of squeezing ahead of time. I've just done like 3 limes here and I've got all the juice. Now, keep one of the squeezed limes. And in fact, if you thought ahead, you would have not squeezed them first, but there's still plenty of juice on here. Kind of go around the rim like this. And then you want to get your salt on a plate. Like so. Give it a bit of a scrunch. You kind of want coarse salt, but you don't want to you know, have big old chunks of there. Like so. Get your glass and then just dip it in there so you get salt around the rim. Like so. The first one of these my wife made was very salty. She like squeezed the lime around the rim and there was like crust on it. You don't want too much. Okay, here we go. So, get yourself a cocktail shaker. Now, margaritas are a part type thing, so don't worry too much about measurements. All you want to know is you want 1 part tequila, half a part Cointreau, half a part lime juice. So, I'm going to use this one here, which I believe is 40 ml. 40 ml is half a part, so 2 of these of tequila to make 80 ml. 1, 2. Then we're going to have half a part of Cointreau. So actually, I'll flip this guy upside down and it's half the size. Like that. And then half a part of your lime juice. I actually like it quite limey, so I'm going to just add a touch more because personal taste. I know I like them a bit limier. At this point, you want to add a few ice cubes into your cocktail shaker. Apparently, you don't do that early on because it starts to melt and then dilute the drink, and that's not what you want. So, a few ice cubes going in here. Let's put on my lid. Okay, when it's shaken and your shaker's really nice and cold, a few more ice cubes go into your glass. Like that. Take your lid off. Get your strainer on. And you pour. I want to try and do it with one hand like they do in, there we go, look at that, much better. And that is my first ever margarita. Let's give it a go. Cheers. You know, that's pretty good. Pretty good for a first time. If you wanted to, you could garnish with lime or something, but I quite like having the salt around the rim and just go like that. I'm into it. Cheers! Thanks so much for watching.